Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. So this is going to be kind of a follow-up video to the Wildflower Meadows inspections of the 6 queens. So we've got our hive number 30 here that's really booming. We put our new queen in there about a month ago, middle of May, and it was a split pulled off this hive next to it, hive 19, and we put the queen in there in the middle of May. So obviously she's doing well. We're going to expand this up to a 10 frame deep and get them some space, and we'll go through it and check it out and see how they're doing. Let's get started. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of room to work with here. I can't set my box beside it the way this old hive stand is here. So I'm going to transfer my frames back here and keep in mind, mindful of where the queen is, and make sure we don't hang her out over this grass. So, when we get enough over I'll move this box, and then we'll sort it all out. So first thing we need to do is get in here and get a frame out. And there's so many bees in here, it's going to be difficult. I want to try not to smoke them if I can. So there's brood on this side and brood on the outside. So when your queen's laying on the outside frame in a nuke, it's definitely time to get them expanded. I don't see her on here, which is a good thing. I don't want to pull her out on that frame that's really congested, but you see all the brood. So that's the very outside of the box. So they are packed. So in this box here, I've got undrawn frames on the outside and some partially drawn frames right next to it. So that's the one on the right. Let's see. I'll try and keep it oriented the same. So you want the frames to go back in the same way. Now we may put a drawn out frame in between a couple of brood frames just to get that queen some more laying room. Man, she's laid all on the bottoms of these frames, hanging down. Just making sure she's not on here. So this is another brood frame, lots of capped and emerging in the middle, and she's already backfilled with eggs in those ones that have emerged. So I'd give this queen an A. So since we had 2 brood frames there, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this drawn out comb and put it between 2 brood frames. Wow. So there's another brood frame. This sucker is just loaded. Both sides. Yeah, this is a A+ queen here. She is awesome. Show you this side here. Man, look at that. So I'm going to pull this other drawn brood frame, or drawn frame here, and put between those 2 I just pulled in. So it's partially drawn, and I put wax around down here, so that'll go between these 2. When you do this, put in blank frames between populated frames. You don't want to do that with a honey frame because they'll draw the existing honey frames out thicker, and the new one you put in, they won't put much on it. Hopefully we see that queen on this frame here, or I'm going to get nervous. There's brood on it as well. Every frame, 5 frames out of 5 have capped brood, pretty heavy on them. There she is. So this frame I had put in there later, and it was blank, and they've drawn it out, and she's laid up both sides. There she is. She looks just like that queen in Hive 28, except she's marked. Same coloration. That's another reason I think that Hive 28 was a Wildflower Meadows queen. All right. Well, I said I wasn't going to put her over here, and I went and did it. So let's get this off. And we'll get set up with our new bottom board. So a quick little tip when you're making splits and stuff, leave your old equipment of your 10 frame still there. Leave your bottom and your top, so when you're ready to expand, it's all right here waiting for you. So here's a bunch of ants and ant larvae. And I'm going to take care of them real quick. We got mouse droppings up in here, or actually that's bird droppings. That's probably from when we had the real cold freeze in February. There was birds in there keeping warm. All right, so the black ants are taken care of. Sorry about that, I forgot I was zoomed way in. When I did that shot, I knew. Now remember to zoom it back out. Didn't do it. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little smoke now to get bees out of my way, because I found the queen. I know where she's at. And I'm going to go ahead and put another frame in here that's drawn for them, instead of leaving space for a feeder, because they're doing so well. But really this hive has a lot of bees and not a lot of resources, because all their cells are full of brood. So we may need to put a feeder in here later, because our nectar flow is going to drop off any day, and they'll have all this population and nowhere to get forage. So I believe I will leave up space here for my frame feeder. They've got a lot of extra space in here now, empty frames, empty cells that she can lay in, and they can store nectar in. Well, that frame feeder will go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you really only do 8 frames, so we'll just go with that for now, though. I'm going to center them up. All these bees are coming back from the field, and They're trying to go in the top here, which reminds me, I forgot something. There's a lot of bees still in this box. So I'll put this block on the front of this hive the way it was on that nuke. Lots of bees in here. So we want to shake those out. And the bottom board. Normally you don't want to do this if there's a lot of debris on this bottom board, but this one is clean. Now we can get our lid on. Bunch of black ants in here still. Okay, so those bees out there will start fanning, and they'll all start heading in. In fact, they're already fanning. See those bees right there? And the hive beetle. Well, they were fanning and they quit. Okay, so we got them all transferred. Sorry it wasn't the best angle. You know, I didn't have a lot to work with in this little confined space over here. Eventually I need to get these two hives moved back over to the main area over there and abandon this. So this is where I put my very first beehive. This is ground zero. So I think they're good to go now, and we may need to level this up a little bit, but that's a good strong hive and a queen that is just going lights out laying. Wildflower Meadows queen, folks. There you go. That's one that's doing super. So that's the end of the video. Give me a thumbs up if you would, and we'll catch you on the next beekeeping video. Y'all take care.